This is Actar's Reviews, from anime to figures and beyond. Hey, this is Actar and welcome to another episode of Actar's Figure Reviews. I don't know about you, but don't you hate it when the figure rendition of some of your favorite characters are labeled as exclusives? Be it event exclusives, online store exclusives, game exclusives, magazine exclusives, so on and so forth. Yep, I do too, especially when said character is supremely popular and produced in limited numbers. On top of all the increased pain to the wallet, you have to deal with the increased anxiety of whether you'll be able to secure one. This perfectly encapsulates my experiences and the experiences of many others when trying to get our hands on the Dengeki online store exclusive Misaka Mikoto Figma. A slight spoiler for anyone who has yet to watch the first season of Index, the Misaka Mikoto or Sisters is a level 3 clone of the original level 5 Esper Misaka Mikoto. They are devoid of emotion and require the assistance of technology to control their powers. In the series, there are only 20,000 of the Misaka clones produced, and I think it's devilishly devious for them to incorporate that into the limited production run of the Figma figure. Because you see, there are only 20,000 of these figures available. To make things even better, or worse, each one has its own unique serial number. Not to mention, for those of you who have watched the anime, everyone wants to be the one to get serial number 10,032, who plays a pivotal role in the series. This is not only brilliant from a marketing standpoint, but I have to admit that it's also a nice nod to the anime as well. Anyways, that's enough rambling, let's get to the review proper. The box itself must be one of my all-time favorite box designs for a Figma figure. I mean, this is seriously kick-ass. It's just so unique and interesting, and it emphasizes the dark, mass-produced and militaristic nature of the clones. Awesome stuff. Of course, this being a special limited figure, its number is SP020. On the sides, we have a portrait of the Misaka Mikoto figure, and on the back, a collage of pictures featuring the figure in various poses, along with the accessories that it comes with. So, let's open this up and take a look at the figure inside. Something that I've just noticed is that with this particular release, they removed the little indentations on the sides that would catch on the two side flaps. If you have any experience with these kinds of boxes before, you'd know that these two catches make opening the box without damaging the top flap nearly impossible. Kudos to the packaging designer for getting rid of that. The cardboard backing features a perforated D-stage punch-out with the series logo. First off, the Misaka Mikoto Figma figure pretty much shares the exact same body as Figma Mikoto, except that I do believe that her skirt was remolded to be flatter than Mikoto's. We have the soft PVC in the vest and skirt that allows for mostly unhindered articulation while keeping the smooth anime aesthetics. Everything from the details to the paint job is practically flawless, as can be expected from Figma figures. I would also like to mention that her face is really nicely done, as can be seen from her emotionless eyes. And the big question that nearly everyone wants answered: yes, unlike Figma Mikoto, the figure does have shimapan or striped panties. 100 bonus points to GSC for accuracy. However, I do have a minor complaint, and that is regarding her goggles. They are a separate piece from her hairpiece and can fall off relatively easily. I don't understand why they didn't just glue it in place, considering that you can't display her without her goggles anyway due to the unsightly peg on her hair. And this leads me to my second complaint of them not providing an alternate hairpiece since the peg for when she isn't wearing her goggles. And since we're on the subject of her goggles, she does come with an exchangeable hairpiece that allows her to wear her goggles over her eyes. Sadly, these goggles are also quite loose as well. And for those who are wondering, sadly, Mikoto's exchangeable hairpiece isn't compatible with the Misaka Mikoto Figma. And as for articulation, it's pretty much what you've come to expect from the other Figma figures. The head can move up and down, can rotate side to side, can swivel side to side this way as well. The arms can move forwards and backwards, in and out. They're actually on a double joint, once at the body and once at the shoulder itself, to offer a far higher range of more natural posability. The elbows do bend and they can also move side to side. The wrists do rotate and they can move forwards and backwards. Thanks to the soft PVC in her chest, she does have a chest joint that allows you to move the upper half of her body up and down and side to side. She does have a waist joint that allows you to move her waist forwards and backwards and rotate it side to side. Her legs can move forwards and backwards, in and out. They do rotate at the thigh. Her knees do bend. And her feet can move forwards and backwards, swivel side to side, and rotate side to side this way as well. Moving on to the accessories, first the basics. Figma Misaka Imouto comes with the usual Figma plastic bag, 3-jointed stand, and base. Wait a minute, something's different. Yup, that's right. If I'm not mistaken, Figma Misaka is the first Figma figure to come with a Figma stand that is not clear. Now, how unique can you get? For what it's worth, I think the stand looks great in black and does well to complement her character. Other than the fact that it's a special edition Figma, another possible reason for the black stand could be to hide the serial number beneath it that comes in the form of a golden sticker. Right out of the bat, I was kind of disappointed that the serial number is under the base as opposed to on the figure itself. This way, it's not the figure that is unique, but the stand. I really wish that the serial number could have been printed on perhaps Figma Misaka's shoe or on her back. But whatever the case, the sticker is nice and does give off a special edition feel with the sparkly gold on black. The sticker has the words Radio Noise, Sisters, followed by the serial number on it. The serial number is in kanji, which is exactly the same as the characters used in Chinese. The number of this one is 10448, which is to say 10,448. For the character-specific accessories, first up, what must be the star of the show, her signature weapons. They consist of 2 guns, the FN F2000 and the Barrett M82 rifle. These accessories are delightful and are pretty well detailed for their size. Sadly, there's really not much else to say about them, as there are no moving parts or detachable magazines, which would have made these even better. Not only can you recreate some outstanding poses with these weapons, I can guarantee that your other figures will have fun with them as well. And just like Mikoto, Figma Misaka also comes with an electricity effect part. Other than the exchangeable hairpiece, which I've talked about earlier, she also comes with an exchangeable face piece with a haughty expression, I do believe. Lastly, a myriad of exchangeable hands are also included that range from splayed open to ones that will allow her to hold her weapons to a pointing hand that's meant to be used with her electricity effect. In conclusion, I simply adore the whole Sisters arc from the original series and really like the Misaka clones and the concept behind it. For like-minded fans, I can say with 100% certainty to go pick this figure up. Not only that, I think that the weapons will also appeal to casual fans or figure fans in general. While it would have been nice to have had even more weapons included, like hand grenades and the like, these 2 guns are the main weapons of choice and are sufficient. But as with all other limited edition Figma figures, it's definitely going to cost you. While the MSRP isn't too different from that of a regular Figma figure, the secondary market price for these can get somewhat outrageous. If you aren't willing to take the plunge, I say wait a while for them to drop. However, I have to say that the gimmick of being limited is far better executed as compared to previous limited edition Figmas. You not only have the sticker and serial number, but they even went with the whole only 20,000 made to keep it in line with the anime. So, this is Acta saying, see you guys in the next episode.